Hey guys, welcome back to the Advantage Kitchen, where this week we're going to show you how to make our quinoa nuggets, which can be either meat eaters or vegetarian friendly. The base of our breading is going to be quinoa that has been toasted in a 350-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Next, you'll need nutritional yeast, kosher salt, paprika, and cayenne pepper as your seasonings. Then for your egg wash, you're going to need 4 eggs. Next, for your proteins, you'll either need a block of extra firm tofu that has been pressed for 20 minutes, but ideally overnight to remove any extra moisture, or use a pound of chicken thighs that have been cut into 1-inch cubes. Now, to our 2 cups of toasted quinoa, remember this is a double recipe, so have it if you need to. We are gonna add 2 heaping 1/3 cupfuls of nutritional yeast and 2 heavy pinches of kosher salt. Next, I'm going to sprinkle in about a half a teaspoon of paprika and about a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. We are next just going to stir this to combine. You might notice that some of the nutritional yeast floats up to the top and doesn't want to combine with the quinoa. Go ahead and just give this a nice toss. Everything will get coated and it will be totally fine. Next, for our egg wash, we are going to take our 4 eggs and crack them all into the bowl. This is going to be the easiest way to pull out 2 of the yolks, because we want to use 1 egg and 1 egg white per pound of protein. After you go ahead and pull out those yolks, go ahead and whisk to combine until homogeneous. Now it's time to set up our assembly. So go ahead, take a baking sheet and line it with foil. Then you'll want your proteins on one side, the egg wash in the middle, and your breading finally. First, you're going to choose your protein and coat it in the egg wash with one hand, and then add the breading with the other. What this will do is keep one hand wet while the other hand remains dry, preventing massive clumps of breading from forming on one hand. Go ahead and coat all of your protein in this manner, one hand with the egg wash and the other hand with the breading mixture, adding to the foil-lined baking sheet as you go. Now with this, if you are using more protein, you will likely need to have a second baking sheet that is lined with foil on hand, or you will need to bake these off in rounds. The temperature for this is going to be 425 degrees, so go ahead and make sure you have that oven preheating. Next, you'll see that I am simply repeating the same process with the chicken thighs. Nothing here is different from the tofu. Going in with the egg wash with one hand and into the breading with the other, then adding to the baking sheet. Now I'll be working in batches to finish these off, and I can't wait to show you guys the end product because they're so tasty. Now you can see here the tofu nuggets have turned out super firm and the breading is incredibly crunchy. The nutritional yeast gives an amazing umami flavor, and the same thing has happened with the chicken thighs now. Because the thighs have a little more fat, they have browned the breading a little bit more. I'm just going up serving on the same platter with 2 of my favorite condiments, a no sugar ketchup as well as a low sugar honey mustard. So I hope you guys give this one a try. This is a definite favorite.